I am 29 weeks pregnant and this is my weekly update. My symptoms this week, I am experiencing the third trimester drowsiness. I've also had a lot of nausea. I did throw up once as well. It was not a good time. And this is not really a pregnancy symptom, but I did get lockjaw. So I've struggled immensely with food and obviously then energy and just like will to live. So this week has been hard symptom-wise. And I've also struggled a ton with sleeping, you know, waking up super early, not being able to sleep well. So it's all coming back to me. I remember I struggled so much with sleeping last time as well. So it's not easy being me right now, but we'll get through it. My cravings this week. Well, because of my pain, my jaw pain, I've obviously not been able to indulge in or even think about any cravings. It's mostly been like, what can I eat to survive? So I would say not really any. My feelings this week, it has been really, really hot. So I haven't had a lot of emotional feelings that's been predominant this week, but a lot of physical feelings. I think that's also, you know, enhanced the drowsiness, and I've just been, you know, knocked out really. So mostly I've been feeling tired. And for those of you who don't know, we've actually had a heat wave here in Norway this week. So a lot of people have been struggling, including elderly, pregnant women, and children and animals, obviously. The size of the baby. Baby is now the size of a butternut squash. He is also the size of a rabbit, and he's the size of a kid's helmet, which means that he's about 1,200 grams and about 39 centimeters long. Here's a little bump date. Some facts for you this week. Bambi's brain is now regulating its breathing and its body temperature, while he's also becoming increasingly more sensitive to light, sound, flavor, and smells. And by sensitive, I also mean, you know, responsive and reacting to things. The basis for his teeth formed weeks ago. However, now they're actually beginning to develop in his gums, which is crazy. The fine hair that once covered all of his skin is also now starting to disappear. He's now strong enough that his kicks can both be seen and felt from the outside. And sometimes they even appear at really like strange angles depending on how he's, you know, positioned. He has developed a daily rhythm of activity that I can recognize, which is very nice. And that means he tends to wake up and kick at around the same time each day and winds down to sleep afterwards, so in a fairly consistent pattern. Now, if he's still for periods where he's usually active, you know, I can wake him with a little nudge, or by, you know, eating sweet things or cold things, and then he'll often respond with, you know, a reassuring kick or two, so that's good. But sometimes that's not enough to wake him, and then, you know, I'll always make sure to contact my care provider to have a welfare check. And there are also several other tricks that I use, and some are like, you know, walking on all fours, playing loud music. I don't know if maybe you guys have some other tips to like engage the baby, and if so, let me know. The most important thing is to feel and know that he's okay in there, and usually he is. And that's all I had for you this week, and I will see you next week. Bye!